everybody. It's Connor Clifton.
And Ned Gale.
And we're here with another episode of
Effin Rager.
That's right. Thank you so much for listening in. Ned, let's jump right into it like we always do. How you been?
Oh, I've been pretty good. How have you been?
I've been all right. I've been better, but I've been worse. So,
Ooh, okay. Well, tell me about that.
No, not right now.
Take me to the dark corner.
Well, I'll tell you, the dark corner of my weekend was not hanging out with you that one day. Cause
I know.
Hung out all weekend.
Pretty much hung out every minute of every day for most of the weekend, except for Saturday.
Yeah.
Which we were separated and we were torn, both physically and emotionally.
I mean, I was with my girlfriend. I did okay.
I was with my girlfriend too.
Yeah.
But,
that's right. Sorry, but we have girlfriends.
Yeah. And if we weren't dating our girlfriends, we'd be dating each other. So double sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Get your jokes out now. We've heard all of them. So let's go through the weekend. We had a pretty good time.
Yeah.
First things first, we saw Brian Posehn.
Sure. Yeah.
If you guys don't know who Brian Posehn is, he's a very funny comic.
If you don't know, get cultured.
Yeah. I mean, watch a few episodes of Just Shoot Me that he's in.
Or watch a few episodes of Big Bang Theory, and then you'll feel like, just shooting me. I didn't know he was in Big Bang Theory until I saw that on his credits.
Yeah.
Before he came out. What does he play in that show?
I imagine a nerd.
He plays himself for being on that show. Sell out? No.
No.
Called. No, I would be on that show. If they were like, Ned, do you want to be on Big Bang Theory? I'd be like, where do I sign?
Yeah, what role do you think that you would play on Big Bang Theory?
Oh, the machismo hunk.
The machismo hunk?
Yeah, that would be me. That's why they would call me. Because they're like...
You're not nerdy at all. You're just a hunky dude.
Yeah, it's just me in real life. They'd be like, hey, we're calling you in because we know you do the most skateboard tricks out of anybody in
You want to do an audition?
Yeah, let me audition right now.
All right.
I'm going to walk in.
We have Ned Gale reading for the part of moldy comic book nerd guy.
Hi, everybody. My name's Ned Gale from Houston, Texas, Nedgayle, and this is a song called Kids from Bye Bye Birdie. No, wait, what'd you say, moldy nerd?
Moldy nerd.
Okay, moldy nerd.
But at this part in the scene, I go, stop, he's the one.
This is the one.
You got it, kid.
Wait, what does moldy mean? You do moldy nerd.
Hey there, everybody.
This is really dumb.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about my comic collection. I have plenty of Batman and Spider-Man.
This is NT, the beats never touched. Much like me, unless I'm talking about mother, then it's VT very touched.
I want to say...
My mother's touched me by kissing me on the forehead every night before I go to bed.
All right, you got the part.
Guys,
what can I say?
Mother's Day was this weekend. Let's talk mommies.
Oh, boy. All right. Go ahead. How was your Mother's Day, Ned?
Oh, I don't celebrate. No, it was wonderful. I drove down to Clear Lake, my hometown. Saw my mom, saw my father, and saw their dogs.
Nice. Okay. Were you the only... Do you have siblings?
Yeah. One's in Austin, one's in San Antonio, so they didn't visit.
So you won this
Yeah, they
year.
called in, but I crossed the finish line.
Yeah. How was it? What'd you guys do?
It was fun.
What'd you get your mom?
I made her an enamel pin, like
nice.
handmade. It wasn't like a Rick and Morty pin or anything.
That's the sign of a true artist.
Yeah.
You make gifts for your parents.
Oh, yeah.
Up until you give up on it, or until your dad finally goes like, I appreciate this. Yeah.
We got enough painted wood signs, okay? Quit giving us these.
My dad, he doesn't want me to make him anything. He just wants me to burn him a CD.
Tight.
So I just got him a Spotify account, and he's like, now I don't have to get him anything.
Oh, an endlessly burned CD.
Yeah. All right. So what, you got her an enamel pen. What did you guys do?
We just hung out at the house. It was such a super lazy day. We sat outside for a long time. Then we all got too hot. We went inside, ate some ice cream, and just hung out. I played music for them and stuff.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they have like a bunch of musical instruments there that none of them plays anymore.
Oh, so it wasn't like some it's family craft night.
No,
oh no. A little song.
I just like started playing. They're like, keep going, and I was like, all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, your parents sound so encouraging.
They're very supportive.
No wonder you do so many things.
Yeah.
Growing up, was your dad ever like, you play music too much?
No.
You gotta learn.
My dad is the kind of person who has like 40 projects going on at once. Like he goes to work and he's a project manager, and then he comes home and he's like, I'm just gonna finish this wood, and then like while that's drying, he's like, I guess I'll start building this, or I'll start reading this. We just like had stuff going on all the time, so I kind of just like mimicked that.
Oh my
but
god!
in a more cartoony way, I guess. I don't know. I would say my dad and I are the same person with different halves of the brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just like a well, I mean, you're a crafty guy.
Well, I just mean he's a very numbers man. Like he's an engineer, and I'm not.
So he's more like doing your taxes, and you're more like tooting your saxes.
Yeah. Whoa.
What?
No, that's good.
Oh, thank you.
That was an impressed whoa. You've tooted my sax. What'd you do for Mother's Day?
I worked.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, my mom texted me before I got a chance to call her.
What did she text you? Was she like,
she said,
forgetting something?
That sounds like my mom. No, she texted me, hey, we're all meeting at she texted me this at 2 o'clock. Hey, we're all meeting at Aunt Erin's at 3:30 if you can make it.
Man, she did not want you to make it.
No. You're like, Connor's not even going to go.
That's one of those things where, like, you text your friend at 7:45, like, hey, we're headed to the movies. It's at 8. Like, just making sure everyone's included.
Yeah. What if your friend was like, I'm in the lobby. Yeah. What are you seeing? I want to go.
Oh, man. Let's
boy.
all not go to the lobby.
Yeah, let's. You don't like this person that much that you don't want to do something where you can't talk for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or they're the kind of person who just like
talks nonstop through the movie.
Man,
yeah.
Movie talkers drive me up to friggin' wall.
I'll movie pass on that. Guys, back to talking about movie pass. It's been 2 weeks since we've talked about it.
Oh, my goodness.
4 movies a month. They fixed it a little bit.
Oh, boy. Look, movie pass, have we talked about this on the show?
We talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah. It's like me and Bitcoin. I'm like, have I talked to you about this? Yes, I have.
Yes, we've heard.
No, movie pass is still hanging on. I haven't seen anything yet with MoviePass since Infinity War, which
it's been a bit.
About.
Yeah. I was just going to see Isle of Dogs again.
Can you? Now
can you not repeat a movie over 2 months?
See, I think that you can only see a movie once on MoviePass, and I think it started because of Infinity War.
Yeah.
I talked about that. You're listening to public radio.
Infinity
Here are my thoughts on MoviePass.
All right, let's move on from MoviePass.
And Yelpers are another thing. No, yeah, I think MoviePass is. We got to do a weekly segment where we check in,
checking in on MoviePass.
It's still working.
And is it movie yes or movie pass?
Oh,
do you movie yes or movie pass on MoviePass?
I movie yes.
All right, you've heard it here first. Movie yes on MoviePass. Do not movie pass up this opportunity to get MoviePass because we movie yes on it.
Yep. So after that, after Brian Posehn, which was an amazing show.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was great. We sat on the side of the stage. Do you think that affected our enjoyment of the show?
Oh, man, it definitely was on my mind the whole time.
It was so weird because it really messes with the sound. Guys, when you see a show, you want to be dead center. When you see a movie, when you see anything, when you see a concert, you want to sit dead center right in front of the performer so you can get you get what they're putting out, and you're with the audience taking in that energy. We were sitting on the side.
And so all we saw was the right side of Brian Posehn's head.
Yeah, which was fine. His jokes were hilarious, but I feel like if we were like in the stuff with everybody, the big laughs would have been bigger. It's like seeing a comedy movie in the theater. It's way funnier than seeing it at home by yourself.
Yeah, and seeing
you have that
the movie
extra
to the
energy.
side.
Yeah, and then watching it from the side.
So I think it definitely made me more self-conscious because we were the only people sitting on the side.
Yes, yeah.
There was a whole crowd of people. I really thought that Brian Posehn was going to look at us like, what's up with you three dummies? You just sitting here by yourself? And we'd be like,
he plays arena-style crowds all the time. He did the rodeo last year. That's 360, baby.
Wait, Brian Posehn?
No, I'm
kidding. Yeah, he opened for ZZ Top.
Brian Post, save your breath, buddy. It was a joke.
So, I mean, I felt out of place immediately because the opener, we knew her, Roxy Hayes, and she kept looking at us.
Yeah.
And that was just like, what do I do?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so in that moment, it's like, man, if I feel this way for the opener, how am I going to feel when Brian Posehn comes out?
Yeah.
But I got over it.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was a really cool set. He was really funny.
He was very funny.
We talked about before the show how we're like, he's going to tell that punching his baby joke. And he did, but he changed it up on Connor and I. And both of us did one of those, shoot!
Yeah. Like, when he started doing it, you elbowed me and you're like, here he goes again.
He's going to tell the joke, man.
Yeah, and man, he kept it fresh.
He flipped it on us. We're not going to tell you the punchline or the joke, so just get over it, y'all.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be a Netflix special. So
yeah. I think it's on his Netflix special now, his current Netflix special.
Man, he's doing... All right.
He's moving and grooving.
Another thing we did comedy-wise this Sunday was we started tackling the new... Oh, yeah.
No, it's just funny that you say that. Like,
Well,
another thing we did comedy-wise.
Yeah, another thing we started watching the new Arrested Development.
Yeah, the remix.
It's pretty good.
I love it.
It's
cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm glad that it's back. I'm glad that the new season's coming back.
The new season starts so soon. That's incredible.
Yeah, we normally don't get, a big thing that you hate about the Marvel movies is the build-up.
Yes.
So, like 2 years of constant, like, this rumor, this
Here it
was
comes.
casted, get ready for the poster.
Yeah. Extra, Iron Man mentioned.
Yeah, and so I can totally see that being, like, a whole part of something that really turns me away from a lot of media, the hype, and the fact that Arrested Development's like, hey, we're releasing the remix of the 4th season in 3 days. Nobody knew about it. Also, we're releasing the 5th
the next
season.
day they're like, and also there's a 5th season, and it's at the end of the month.
Yeah, and then Rick and Morty got a 70
that is
episode order.
The saddest thing I'd ever seen. Right when I saw that, I was like, they're going to have a mental breakdown before this year's even over. Like, that's 70 episodes? We're not going to make it to 70 on this radio show.
Oh, hey, don't say
I'm kidding.
that.
I'm kidding.
If we make it a year,
I'm knocking wood.
12 more.
You can't even count.
A year and 3 months. Then we will have made it 70 episodes.
Wow.
Of this show. And Dan Harmon will hire us.
And by that time, we'll finally clear up whether we should movie go or movie pass on Movie Pass. And you guys will be taking that ride with us.
And that was our weekend. So now I want to tell a story about something that happened to me, not on the weekend, but today of all days.
Yeah, what happened?
I was at work, and I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And that's my excuse to go check my phone.
Yeah.
Like most people in service. And so I go to the bathroom, and I see, there's no toilet paper. I got to take care of this situation.
Oh, no.
So I go, and I grab all the toilet paper and paper towels, and I go back to the bathroom, and someone's walking in, and I say, hey, wait, don't do that. I got to restock the bathroom. And he just goes, meh, and walks in. And he goes to the bathroom, and I'm holding on to stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to wait for him to get out of the bathroom.
Did you just stand right outside the door?
Yeah, I mean, I could get my phone.
Checking your watch between all the toilet paper rolls.
Like, oh, man, I'm on the clock on this one.
Oh, man.
So then I can hear the struggle of, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom.
What does that sound like? Can you...
It's just like, okay. Oh no! Hang on. Oh no! Yeah. Oh God, no! Yeah. Oh my God! And then I can hear the struggle of like, oh, I'm going to. Yeah. I hear the paper towel machine get knocked.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the paper towel machine definitely got hit in some way. I can hear him traversing from toilet to paper towel machine back and forth.
The sink turning on, like water splashing across.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't good. And I'm just thinking like, this is going to be terrible. And so then
why didn't you knock on the door? It's like, sir, I can hear you're struggling if you want.
And I'm putting it on YouTube. So he finally comes out, and he's got this shirt that says, Texas never backs down. And I just think, how perfect. I just imagine him being like, I should go to a different bathroom. Or maybe, call someone to help me. And then he looks at his shirt and goes, nah,
never back down.
I got this. So the paper towel machine's just broken and hanging off the wall, swinging left and right.
Wait, so did he use the restroom or no?
Oh, yeah. He used and abused that restroom. It was smelly.
And he just walked out?
Yeah, I don't know what he did.
There's a man loose on the streets?
Well, as soon as I restocked everything, I went back into the lobby to see if he was there, and he was gone. So he either
only
was
a stink cloud leaking out of the door.
Yeah, so I followed him.
Yeah.
I followed the stink cloud, and I said, "Hey, man, I think you're too big for your britches, and you should have let me."
And also, you should
that.
throw away those britches. Mercy, that is upsetting to hear.
Hey, that's Texas spirit, baby.
Yeah.
You walk in there, you see you don't have any TP. Well, you make do with what you got.
Yeah, more like make doo-doo.
Anyway, that was just something that happened to work today that made me think, well, this guy, we love talking about parties, but he had a poop party, and it was
man,
terrible. I'm so glad.
It finally turned into poo-poo talk. It took us 4 weeks.
I'm just glad I got to say poop party on the radio. We can't say much, but we can say poop party.
But boy, do we have the right to say poop party.
Yeah, don't never take that from us.
I was going to tell a bathroom story, but now that it's come out, I'm just like, we don't need to tell back-to-back potty stories.
But we could, because we have our own radio show, and people are listening.
It's true.
So what else has been going on with you? How was work for you?
Work was good. I cut together a lot of trailers. Really not much. It was a pretty uneventful day. Just a lot of looking at anime and just making it look pretty.
That's great. This is good radio.
Yeah.
So let's talk about something that I think...
Please, is it about anime? Because I have words to say.
No, it's not about anime.
Goodness.
It's about a crazy new thing that we've been trying called the Effin Pager.
Oh, yes, we have the Effin Pager.
Ned, can you tell people what the Effin Pager is?
Yeah, the Effin Pager. Now, of course, you can call into this radio show, and yes, we've provided you with the wrong phone number 3 weeks in a row. Some of you have still figured out a way to get through. If you're looking on the Facebook live feed, I've put the correct number in the comments. You can call that number, and we'd love to talk to you.
And that number, if you're listening right now, is 713-526-8737. And if you call this number, what's going to happen is you're going to hear a voicemail, and not just any voicemail.
No, that's the number for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But if you call the FM Pager, which is 910, hi, Rager.
Two different phone numbers.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, okay. So this is when we're off the air. You can call us at 910, hi, Rager. And you can leave us a voicemail, and you can tell us whatever you want, whether it's a party story. Maybe you're partying right then and there, and you want to call us to give us a shout-out while you're partying. You can leave us a voicemail, and we'll play it live on the radio, just like we did those crazy interviews from a couple weeks ago.
Oh, those are so good.
They were so crazy.
I wish you got follow-up interviews.
Where are they now?
Yeah. It was like, oh, man. Because I would love to hear that story of them partying and then followed up with the lessons they've learned from that story while they're hungover.
Well, that's what that one guy was who lost his phone. I'd like to get a follow-up interview with him, and he's like, I found it. Your radio show helped me find it. I like that his friend was like, hey, it's an iPhone. If anyone listening, it's an iPhone 7. If you see it, it's champagne colored.
Oh my God, Huffington Post. I can see the headline now. Wow, these two radio hosts help a man find his phone.
Public radio in a different city helps someone.
Ain't that just the way?
Wow.
Yeah, but that's what Houston's all about, helping people. We do it nonstop.
Yeah, we're not afraid to help people. And if you need help, you can call us at 713-526-8737. Unless we're off the air, then you can call us at 910, hi, Rager.
And we're on the air right now, so we'll start taking some calls if anybody wants to call in. And we're just going to, if you want advice, if you want to tell us about a cool story or a cool party, Ned, why don't you get the ball rolling and tell us about a cool party?
A cool party. The most recent cool party I went to. Ooh, what is a cool party? What's the last big house party you went to?
I'll tell you what a cool... Oh, the last...
No. Well, you have a cool party. Just tell it to me.
A pizza party.
A pizza party?
A pizza party.
A pizza party.
The last guest we had, Alyssa Ladd, very, very funny, told us about a bachelor party.
I looked everywhere for that pizza place. I could not find it. I searched bottle service pizza party. I searched like everything. Did she make that up to incredibly impress us? Because it worked so well. Guys, if you have a lie to tell us to impress us, call us at 713-526-8737.
I will listen to anything.
I will hear any lie. I will believe any lie.
If it's a lie, yeah, I'll listen to a lie, a fib, a tale, a yarn. I'll listen to anything you got because we're hungry for content.
Let's talk pizza party for a second. What separates a pizza party from just pizza for dinner?
Let's see. A pizza party, obviously your friends are there. Oh, hang on a second. We're getting a call.
Oh, we are getting a call. Okay, fantastic.
Hi, you're on Effin Rager.
What's up?
Hi, this is John. What's up?
Hey, John. How's it going?
It's going great. How are y'all?
Doing fantastic.
Yeah, what are you calling in? You got a party to talk about?
You raging?
Yeah, I'm raging right now. I'm raging by myself.
Woo! That's the best way. And I'm raging by myself.
All right. So what are you doing, man?
Well, I'm just sitting in my house, naked as hell.
Oh, okay. Well,
what furniture are you sitting on, just in case I go to your house?
I'm sitting in my office chair.
All right,
so
I will avoid that.
All right, so no office chair. Are you watching Netflix or anything?
No, I'm listening to y'all.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we want to be frank with you right now. This is the best way to party. Listening to this rate, you can try to achieve top party. This is it.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what do you think of the show so far? Can you be honest? Can you just, tear us apart right now?
Please.
Give us some constructive criticism?
Okay, so, the biggest criticism I've seen so far in your Facebook comments is that there's no audio on the visual.
Yeah,
Oh.
all right. Look, if you don't have haters, you're not popping.
Is there no audio at all? Yeah, I can fix that in a
It
second.
doesn't matter because you guys are audio on the radio.
We are audio on the radio. Guys, if you need to hear us, find us at kpft.org/listen. Of course, you can't hear that if you're watching the Facebook feed, so you wouldn't get that information.
Well, Ned, I can.
Hey, I can switch
John
it off
if you want to
keep talking.
All right.
But who watches a radio show on the internet on the video?
You know, I think that it all started with podcasting when we decided to take the radio into our own hands, and now we've got video of this content. People like seeing what we're doing. They love looking at our faces.
We have beautiful faces. Yours the back and mine the front.
I definitely have a good back of my head. It's not bald. It's the place where my hair is the thickest, so everyone sees it and they think, ooh, I love that briar patch.
Who's that tall drink of hair?
Yeah, and they want to get in on it. John, do you have this problem?
Do I have a problem of thickly grown? No, I'm completely bald.
Oh, okay. Well, bald John, what do you got that's, now that we fixed the audio, I believe, what else do you have for us about the show?
Well, I liked your back and forth about the Brian Posehn show. I didn't get to go, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, we could spoil all the jokes for you after the show.
They're all about farts.
Wow. That was, okay. Other than that, like, I've listened to about 5 or 6 minutes. I wasn't really able to listen to this show until this week.
Yeah, your show was on at the same time. I felt so bad that we were
the exact same time.
We were going to try to call you last week, but we had the most phone malfunction in the world.
So for people who are listening and don't understand this is our friend John Rassenfoss, who just recently wrapped up his public access show, Space City Chronicles, which is just an amazing, fun, crazy show in the vein of Chris Gethard, where anything can happen. Ned and I became closer friends by volunteering to be guests on this show.
I actually met John because I was sitting in the lobby, and he popped out, and he's like, hey, can you run camera for us? And I was like, oh, okay.
John, I want to ask you, how have you been since the show's over? How has that been for you?
It's been great. I've been, not worrying about next week. I have a Monday night to myself.
Yeah.
And
you are naked.
I don't know if either of you were aware, or the general public is aware, but I also had a full-time job that is a very full-time job.
Yeah.
And being able to devote more time to that just makes more sense.
Oh.
And it's been relaxing.
Heck yeah.
That's incredible,
but
man.
Let me say this. I am not done. We are not done. I don't want to take up too much more of your radio show. I appreciate the support y'all have given me.
Absolutely.
Given us the past 3 or 4 years. All the listeners out there, stay tuned to these two. They're going places. I miss doing comedy on public access. We're going to come back to it sooner rather than later.
That's great.
Awesome.
Ed and I are going to put out, like, everyone who's been asking us about when is our episode up? When is our episode up? We will finally be able to answer that.
The archives.
Well, John, before we let you go, I got one last question for us. From one public access, as I consider, legend in this town, to us, what advice can you give us to make sure that Effin Rager just takes the cake every week?
The best advice I can give you, anyone who's around your show, associated with your show, on your show, walking through the studio, because they'll feel better about doing it.
All right, great. Well, thanks a lot for that advice, man. Really appreciate it.
I'm not great at giving advice. Anyway, bye, y'all.
All right, bye.
See you, man.
Cool. Well, all right, that happened. So let's talk about. Speaking of censorship, we've got something coming up in just a minute here, where we finally got a voicemail to the Effin Pager.
The Effin Pager, that is once again 910. Hi, Rager.
And I am so friggin' excited to play it for you guys. A little bit of background about this. This is from a very famous person in history. His name is Gregory friggin' Rasputin, y'all. Yeah, he called us from the dead.
Do you guys know about Rasputin?
if you don't know anything about Rasputin, he was a big figure and a political advisor in Russia during the era of the Tsars, and he just got a lot of freaky mysticism about him. He was a spooky dooky dude, and he called us. He just called us, so we're going to go ahead and play his voicemail.
Hey guys, this is Grigory Rasputin, and I'm calling from Siberia, first time, short time. And even though I've only been listening to this program for a short time, and sorry, you'll have to forgive me, I have to call in secret. But I've only been listening for a short time, and I've got to say, you guys are really helping me through some stuff. I loved Effin Rager, and I had kind of a bad experience the last time I raged. Well, I went to this party, and I was supposed to eat, drink, and be merry. And, well, if you've ever seen the 1976 Brian De Palma film, Carrie, it was a little something like that. There was a party in my honor, and I was very excited about it. Except for, instead of being doused in blood, I was shot and stabbed and poisoned and thrown in a frozen river, and then they cut off my penis. And it really just wasn't a very good time. And I've been really wanting to get back out. You know what? It wasn't just not a good time. I gotta say, it was pretty effing mean, those guys. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do to them yet, but I tell you what, it's probably going to be a lot more effed up than just setting something on fire and breaking some lights. Anyway, I just want to say you guys are doing the dark and mystic good work, and keep it up, and thank you very much, and I hope that someday I can effing rage with you guys.
How sweet of Rasputin to call.
Yeah, that guy's had a tough life.
He really, really has. It sounds like that's not a party to me. It doesn't matter how much pizza's at this party.
Yeah.
That's not, we've been talking about what is a party, and that's not a party. It's a trick. Yeah, you got Rasputin.
But trick or treat, that's a party. A walking party. That's a travel party.
Yeah.
We should get into this later, because we have a guest on tonight.
That's true. And what a guest she is. Everybody, please welcome our next guest, our only guest of tonight, the wonderful Cass Took. Cass, thank you so much for being on the show. Now, you've done all kinds of things. You've written, you've hosted. You hosted a fantastic Batman event here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did.
All right. Where they were showing Adam West Batmans, and you and frequent collaborator Tessa Ehrman just dressed up and hosted and welcomed a friggin' Batmobile into the city.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. They told us about 2 days before, oh, we got the Batmobile. And I was like...
Is the Batmobile local? Like, is that already in town?
So there's one in the Funeral Museum. And I think that's in Conroe, Texas. But no, apparently a lot of people like to collect replicas of them. So I don't know which one is the real one.
Which one is the real one? Yeah. This is like a Batman villain. Attack all the Batmobiles. You'll never get the real one.
Like, why would I attack it? He's perfectly working.
Yeah.
Drax.
You've done it again.
So I am really excited for you to be on the show as a guest, because a really cool thing about how you came to be in our friendship circle is through a party. But not a real party. Acting. Ned was in a movie. And Cass was one of the co-writers of that movie. And so there was this scene that, Ned, you were in this friggin' scene. Why don't you tell us about it?
It was a party. Well, there's two different party scenes in the movie. Well, there's several party scenes in the movie. Two different party days filming, I guess. But one of them were partying at your house, what was Connor's character's name? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I had two characters in that film.
You played two different characters in that film?
Did. I played a guy who welcomes you to the party. He's like, "Oh, hey, man, thanks a lot for showing up. I really appreciate it." And I'm wearing a friggin' dashiki.
That was your idea.
It was your dashiki.
Yeah, but like I don't wear it out in public. I just looked.
Just for film.
You know, when I bought that shirt, I'm like, one day I'm going to need this. I'm never going to wear it, but I'm going to need it. And what do you know? I got cast in a movie that needed it. And then the other character I played was a conservative who was talking about how Ronald Reagan was great and I should be allowed to smoke in coffee shops.
That's true.
And I'm not going to tell you which one of those I actually believe.
It's the dashiki.
But yeah, so you were in this party scene that I was hosting, and keep going.
Oh, yeah, I was in the party scene. That was the second time. So can you give us the story of the movie?
Okay, so it is about these two girls.
What's it called?
Tear Your Heart Out.
Yes.
It's about these two girls. They work at an antique mall, and they really... One of them, there's the pessimist and the optimist. I played a bit more the optimist, and then my friend Tessa, she played the more pessimist. And they go to this party, and my character, Veronica, she sees this guy, which was you.
Drew. Me.
And she's just like, oh my God, this guy is just amazing. So the whole movie is basically about her. She just has this like horrible, horrible crush on this guy, and she just can't pluck up the courage to talk to him, and every time she does, it goes wrong. And then eventually she finally gets over herself. She asks the guy out, and then the movie ends with them on their first date.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the party that you were at was the party. I think your character is very drunk at that party.
Yes.
And it was one of the just like, we should talk or we shouldn't talk. I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, I did want to mention about this movie, I did direct 2 scenes, so let's just like get that. And they looked friggin' beautiful. Kubrick, De Palma, Clifton. That's all I want to
People I
throw
would
out
never, yeah.
There was about maybe 6 directors for that film.
Yeah, Kubrick, De Palma. That movie brought all of us together and was a thing that was really a main focus when our friend group was really taking off, and this comedy scene of Micro Satan and Beta Theater, and that was really kicking off. So it was this really nice cyclone, maelstrom of friendship.
Everyone was doing big projects and meeting each other and being friends.
Now, speaking of big projects, Cass, are you working on anything lately?
I have ideas. That's about it.
All right.
Are you guys going to do another spooky summer camp anytime soon?
I want to.
Those
really
videos are
bad.
so much fun.
Well, hang on.
you.
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
what is Spooky Summer Camp?
Spooky Summer Camp is my baby. It's basically it's an educational.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. It's an educational series for children, and we talk about really interesting topics. We talked about the dark web. We talked about vampires. There's one no one remembers because everyone was drunk. We talked about Fox Mulder from the X-Files.
Oh wait,
That was in Josh's garage, right?
That was in a pajama. I remember. But yeah, I was.
You being there, yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned the dark web. I want to talk about the dark web. But
Finally.
yeah, let's get it out. But keep talking about Spooky Summer Camp for right now. So there are all these topics. What do you guys do in them?
I'm the one who's kind of like educating. Then Tessa, she's my, I guess, creative wife. She chimes in a little bit. She's kind of at first she just was in it for like a second, and then I made her my co-host. She'll just, chime in a little bit, but it's mostly me. Yeah, we were on at a high with Spooky Summer Camp, and then we just got busy with real life stuff, and it kind of faded out.
Yeah,
That is
happens.
the enemy of creative projects.
Yeah, real life.
What are some, if you guys were to come back to it, what are some subjects that you'd want to teach the youth?
I had an idea when the It remake came out. I wanted to interview classic monsters about how they can't get dates anymore because everybody wants to get with Pennywise the Clown, because that was a thing.
Oh yeah, all right. So Cass always tunes me in to what the kids are talking about on
Yeah, what
Tumblr.
monsters are hot right now?
Well, apparently Pennywise the Clown.
Is it because of Skarsgård or is it just because of Pennywise?
I think Bill Skarsgård had something to do with it, but I'm on Tumblr, and I follow.
Cool.
I'm not exactly proud of it, and a lot of girls on there, and they're all these goth girls. They were into how he drooled a lot.
What?
And how he jingled very specific things. That
Fellas out there, if you're looking to get some girls, you gotta drool, you gotta jingle.
If you drool, if you jingle, please call in right now at 713-526-8737. We want to hear how drooling and jingling has helped you with the ladies.
I don't know.
He's got good outfits, and he's got great dance moves. Somehow he's able to keep his skull in one place and his body in another.
I don't know. I think he's just... his eyes just don't... that's where he loses
So not
me.
for you. You're not one of those.
No.
All right. Then what classic monster are you into? Are you a creature from the Black Lagoon?
Oh, can we play Monster Mash? It's the game Mash, but we see what monster you marry.
You're going to live in a haunted house.
In a spooky house.
I'd say in relation to the creature from the Black Lagoon, when the Hellboy movies came out, I had a very, very secret crush on Abe Sapien. And so when
the fish man?
Yeah, so when Shape of Water came out, I was like, yes!
yes.
And so he was one of them. I guess Dracula, but certain Draculas.
What is it about the fish? I'm not... Why?
Well...
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's wrong.
I like Ape Sapien more than Shape of Water Fish Man.
Mm-hmm. Ape Sapien definitely has a more boyish look to him.
That, and he doesn't make horrible noises.
He just jingles.
I don't want these.
But more realistic ones. I very much like Gary Oldman's Dracula, but I do have a certain preference with Dracula's. It's from one of the worst movies I've ever seen, Dracula 2000 with Gerard Butler.
So you're telling me that there are several Draculas.
There's many Draculas.
Okay. Oh boy.
What? Yeah, I guess vampires, like the of movie monsters. That's the only one you can really like in good consciousness get with. Because I was thinking like, oh, Wolfman, it has to be Wolfman, and I was like, oh, vampires, right? They're like humans.
They're sharp dressers.
Yeah.
And a Wolfman's just like, great, the man has to shave again.
He rips his clothes off. He's an anti-dresser. Think of all those clogged sinks, you guys.
Oh God.
What other monsters is it? Frankenstein. Oh.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah,
it's Frankenstein's running gag. All right. So we've got the Frankenstein. There are mummies, and there are daddies, and Wolfman, sea people, shrimp. There's so many others.
Oh, there's plenty of monsters.
There's killer dolls, but
killer dolls. Oh, yeah, ventriloquist dummies. Yeah. That's my monster.
Real dolls and killer dolls. And
yeah, do you have a favorite movie monster? Not one that you would date, just one that you like watching on the silver screen.
I don't know.
Like blobs?
Oh, I would date the blob.
Giant insects?
Is dating the blob, that's just polyamory, right? You could be with many people at once inside the blob.
I guess, I don't know, I don't know, the classic ones, I don't necessarily have, a favorite. I don't know, do ghosts count?
I think ghosts count, yeah.
Now, are we talking, sheet ghost or, spectral ghost?
I guess sheet ghost, because,
Charlie Brown?
What's your favorite horror movie? I guess that's what we're asking.
My favorite oh, gosh.
Because, we should say, the spooky stuff, you are a horror, I would call you a horror aficionado. You're in the darkness.
I don't have an ego about it. like most.
No, you're on the radio. This is the time.
Oh gosh. I know my favorite horror comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? Yeah. Not Evil Dead 2?
That's tied. Oh, I don't.
That's my favorite monster, Tide Pods.
I really like The Exorcist. That's one.
Y'all, I've never seen The Exorcist
It's so
before.
good.
What?
The first 30 minutes, boring. But once it gets to the possession, gold.
Okay. Tight. I would love to see The Exorcist. I've just been, I guess, waiting for the right time.
There is no right time.
Yeah. Well, there's so many. Yeah, that's the right time.
Yeah.
Is once they add Emily Rose to The Exorcism. No, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. You guys don't remember that movie? It tanked.
Oh, I do remember a certain line from that movie. I think it. No, it is. I think at one. Oh, I don't know if I can say it on here.
What we have here is a failure to exercise.
Major exorcism. Okay, we talked about scary movies. We talked about.
Oh wait, Connor, what's your favorite scary movie? Because I don't take you for a scary movie man.
I get so scared. Oh That's my teeth chattering. No, I guess I like The Shining a lot.
The Shining is cool.
Yeah.
The Thing is mine, easily, hands down. The Thing
That's a
is
good
so
one.
tight.
I don't like scary movies very much. I really don't like that adrenaline rush. I saw A Quiet Place, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess like really cheesy monster movies where
I love like a B movie.
Oh, I'll take a B movie.
Yeah, any B movies. Like, or yeah, I guess that's to say, like, what's your favorite bad horror movie?
It's not Sleepaway Camp is one of my favorite horror movies.
Guys, if you've never seen Sleepaway Camp, get on YouTube. Do not get spoiled. Just watch the movie.
All right. So it's just about people sleeping at a camp?
Oh, so much more than people. So much more than sleeping.
The most like hidden secret comedy of all time. And then that and
intentional comedy?
Heavens no. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the secrets behind that movie.
There's comedic like parts to it, but there's like accidental funny moments. And then Basket Case is also one of my like.
Basket Case is so dope. I need to rewatch that movie. That's come up in my brain a lot recently. Have you seen Basket Case before?
No, I don't like scary
It's about
movies.
this is not a scary movie. This is a weird sci-fi movie. A guy carries around a basket with his brother in it. Ooh, I won't tell you what his brother looks like, but it's scary.
Is it like Eraserhead?
No,
I just don't get those movies.
This movie.
No, this movie is not trying to be artistic.
You don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do the thinking for you.
I'll give it a shot. Basket Case?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm writing that down for sure.
Okay, well, you just pantomimed that.
Well, it's the radio. I mean, you know, I had to let them know what I was doing.
If I write, it'll ruin the sound.
Okay, so we've talked about scary movies. We've talked about monsters. That leads up to my question. You said you wanted to talk about your dad's 50th birthday.
Yes.
Scariest of all.
You said it was a party.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like?
So I want to start this off by saying I didn't want to go.
Oh, okay.
Wow, happy birthday, Dad.
It was all the way in Canyon Lake, which is 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Right. Destination weddings? Okay. Destination birthday parties? No way.
Canyon Lake, 2 trees. I camped there. All of us got sunburned.
So I get there. Everyone's already drunk. It's 5 o'clock.
Somewhere there.
And so I'm like, all right, I need to, catch up with everyone. I need to get drunk. It turns out there's only 2 things to drink. There's only cheap red wine, and there is Natty Light and Bud Light.
Thank you for calling it by its proper name.
And so I'm not drinking the 2 are so I'm going to I started drinking wine, and I had a full face of makeup on because I wanted to look good. No one recognized me because no one had seen me since I was about 11 years old, to the point where I was in the kitchen pouring myself a glass of wine, and someone was like, "Is that Guy's daughter?" And then someone else was like, "No, that's not her."
There's no way. I thought someone was going to come and be like, "Who are you?"
So
drop that box.
It's all I'm going to set this up as like almost like a reality show. My dad's there with his girlfriend.
What? Hang on. What kind of reality show? Is it going to be like, "What's up? I'm Guy. I got 2 kids, and today's my birthday"?
I don't know. Maybe like Vanderpump Rules, just like garbage.
Oh, so it like cuts away to you, just like eyes wide open, like, I don't even get why this is happening.
Yes.
All right. Can you tell me what would the tag for your reality show intro be? It's like it's going through everyone. It's like, "Oh, Guy's birthday party," and then it goes, Guy, he says his thing. Rory, your brother, he says his thing, and then it goes, whoosh, and it turns to cast.
And I'm stuck in the middle.
It's gonna be like, one secret to keep this party from crashing, and I will get to the secret momentarily.
Oh, there's a secret.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Which I have no problem talking about. So my dad's there with his girlfriend, and my mom is there too, and so.
And your parents are divorced?
No.
Oh, okay.
My parents are still married. They're not they're married, and my dad's girlfriend doesn't know that.
Spaghetti, someone spilled the beans.
Everyone at
Does
the
she listen?
I would.
If you are Cass's dad's girlfriend, please call in right now at 713-526-8737. We want to hear your side of the story, but first, let's hear Cass's.
So I lost track. So my mom's there. She's drunk, and my mom is still friends with all their mutual friends. So everybody's talking to her. And Beth, my dad's girlfriend, she's very mad about this. But here. Let me go back a little bit. So I'm wearing makeup. No one recognizes me. I am talking to my brother. She walks right past me, looks at me, walks past me. So my brother's like, that's not okay. And so, like, I have to go talk to her. And so, like, I'm like, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. So I sit down, I make myself comfortable, I'm drinking, and I'm sitting with my mom, and then Beth sits next to us. And, like, so I'm, like, already have a buzz at this point, and she starts talking to me, and she's like, so, your dad tells me you've done some, like, Hollywood stuff. And I was like, I mean, yeah, for a while I was doing comedy in Houston. I made a movie, stuff like that. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know about that. I just know you met Daryl from The Walking Dead. And I was like, no, at first she's like, you met Daryl. I was like, who's Daryl?
Daryl? Yeah.
And then she's like, Daryl from The Walking Dead. I was like, oh, yes.
You know that Hollywood stuff.
Okay, so cool. All right.
So I continued drinking, and so Beth keeps giving my mom like the death stare because she's in like the birthday boy seat.
Oh, it's not like Beth is like, there's something off about this.
No.
lady."
Something is strange here.
So, like, even when, like, the birthday cake comes, like, my mom moves out of the way. My dad is too drunk to know that the birthday cake's out with the candles lit. Like, we sing happy birthday. He's about 5 feet away, drunk, talking to someone.
Okay.
And so we had to be like, okay, blow out the candles. And he does. So the night progresses. At this point, both of my parents are very drunk. And they start, you know, kind of, like, getting, like, close.
Oh, no. That's so awkward to even hear about.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just, like, talking, and they're, like, really close. Their, like, body language is just, like, ugh. And so I don't know where Beth is at this point. And so I check out. I'm like, it's about 11 o'clock. It's like, I'm going to bed because I was drunk.
Oh.
Okay, so the rest of the story I'm telling you is from other people.
Okay, piece
So
together.
this is the
Eyewitnesses.
unauthorized.
Yeah.
This is our true crime podcast. So,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Do we have any serial music?
So I wake up in the morning and I go outside. My dad is sitting on the ground near what was a bonfire, and I'm like, hey Dad, what's going on? He's like, I burnt my flip-flops on the bonfire.
They're gone. They're all gone.
I was like, okay, well, I'm headed out. And so I go to San Antonio for the rest of the day, and then when I come back home, my dad, like, comes downstairs and he's like, I just want you to know that Beth's daughter and your mom got into a fight. And I was like, what?
Whoa, my God.
Physical, speech-wise, what happened?
Okay, so I stayed in, like, it was at my dad's friend's house. I stayed in, like, their house. And there was this big, like, hunting lodge that everyone else stayed at. And so my mom was, like, talking to my parents' friend, Carrie. And at one point she starts, like, talking, like, negatively about Beth. And then Beth's daughter apparently turns around and...
Wait, how old is Beth's daughter? Is she, like, your age or...
Older.
Okay.
Older. And apparently is just getting all up in my mom's face, shoves my mom, and my mom is too drunk to know, and apparently she just walks away.
Too drunk to know she got shoved?
Yes.
Man, your mom's blitzed.
And so that's all I heard about that. And then probably for the rest of the week, I hear my dad and his girlfriend argue on the phone about something. So,
Oh, boy.
I just don't know if it was a blessing or a curse that I went to bed.
Oh, man.
Probably better that you went to bed and were just out of the situation. You get to enjoy it from afar.
Because I'm sure if your brother was upset about how you were treated, I imagine he would be very upset to see how his mom was treated.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was he still up at that point?
Yes, he was also drunk.
Oh, okay. So it sounds just like a Took family gathering.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to get to what I think is the meat of that story. Ned, you can't really answer this because your parents are still married. But seeing your parents reconnect or, like, bond after they've been apart for so long, that would give me the heebie-jeebies. Super gross. How was that?
So I was very drunk. So at first I was like, I don't care what they do. But then
Okay.
Do you guys have pizza rolls?
I was just upset because it was a crawfish boil, but they didn't season the crawfish. So
what?
Get out of here.
Just the season
with that
first.
mess.
after that, I was just like, I don't want to be here, but I had to be. Like, where else was I going to go?
Yeah.
The lake.
And so when I just saw them, I was like, I don't know where Beth is, but if she sees this, ugh.
Boy, oh boy, will she be shocked.
I bet somebody had to see it if
Well,
Beth's
apparently
daughter-
she was gone because she went skinny dipping in the lake. So she didn't see any of this, apparently.
Alone?
No, she's with friends.
Oh.
What kind of family hootenanny is this? Jeez, was that the only fight that happened? And did
Yes.
your dad explain why? Did he ceremoniously burn his flip-flops?
No.
Or did they
No,
burn
that's
while he was
clearly
wearing
someone
them?
who was outside. They put their feet next to the fire to warm it. They fell asleep for a second. They woke up saying, ow. And then they looked at their flip-flops and said,
I think that's exactly what
because that happened to be at Rinfest. My shoes were just like kind of hot. And I stepped down. I was like, ooh, you're soft.
Ned, has anything like this happened at any of your parents' birthday parties? Has any of their
No,
parties?
but when you mentioned 50th birthday party, I was at my friend Riley's father's 50th birthday party, and it was a huge rager. They had a very active block community where they'd all hang out. They played guitar together and stuff. So much guitar so that his 50th birthday cake was a guitar.
sick.
And very sick indeed. I'm holding up the horns for the listeners at home. And during this party, they got a margarita machine. Now, Riley has two older brothers, and they're very like Malcolm in the Middle style older brothers, just complete ruffians, terrible kids. And of course, that margarita machine comes out, so all of his friends are like coming in, like, like you see them periodically, like just sneaking into the garage and then coming out with like 5 cups and running around. But one of these friends came over on a certain substance, and he was really on that substance because he saw the guitar on the table and he picked it up and started playing it. Now, remember, guys, I told you that was a cake, not a guitar. So he's just picked up the cake and he said, "Awesome, man," and then just started like scooping icing onto the floor, and everyone was in the room, and the birthday was pretty much over from there.
No, the dad was like really upset.
He wasn't. I mean, he was upset. He was like, Riley.
Oh, this was. I thought this was the dad's friend.
No. This is Riley's older brother's friend.
Some ding dong like 18-year-old kid.
Yes.
Oh my.
No, not one of the friends. This was younger than 18, I would imagine at this point.
No.
Okay. And it was a sight to behold.
Wow. What was he trying to play?
I don't know.
Was he like, this is Bark at the Moon?
Dad. I love Jakey Lee. More like Cakey Lee, y'all. That's for the Aussie heads at home.
My dad doesn't throw birthday parties, or he doesn't have friends. I don't know which one it is. I've never really gone to a birthday party for my dad. My mom, the only drama we really had at a birthday party of hers was for years she had been saying, like, I just really want a surprise party. And then one year she started really hammering it in. It was like, all I want this year is a surprise party. That's it. I'm like, that's not really how it works.
You can't.
So then we get an email from a friend of hers that's just like, hey, y'all. And there's like 16 people on the chain. It's like, hey, y'all, this is Susan. I'm one of Stacy's friends. I just want to let y'all know we're throwing her a big surprise party at this place. So everybody should make it. And I send an email that's like, if you're such great friends with my mom, how come I've never heard of you? And I put in quotes, Susan.
Oh, no. Was it your mom?
No. So
Was it a scam?
I just immediately antagonized this person. I'm like, I've known my mom for a long time, way longer than you have. And if you think you're going to pull one over on old Stacy Joe McDermott, you got another thing coming, sister. She is smarter than you. She's faster than you. She will crack any puzzle we try to throw at her.
And also, she loves Mr. Gaddy, so plan accordingly.
Make sure you get cheese sticks, her favorite snack, and lots of video games.
She really appreciates a token, a cup full of tokens on her table.
So finally, the surprise party comes. I'm excited to go. Everybody's coming into town for it, and so we go to the second floor of this restaurant, and there's nowhere else to park. So we all have to park in the parking lot, and at any moment, my mom could just like see my car, which is a jalopy, and she'd immediately recognize, like, oh, why is Connor at this restaurant? So she walks in. My niece like pokes her head out over the stairs. I'm like, "Get out of here, you ding dong! Nana's gonna see it, and you're gonna ruin everything." So my mom walks up to the stairs, and we all yell, "Surprise!" And she just goes, "Oh my God!" And I told her, I was like, "I didn't get you a present because I figured you won an Oscar for that performance you just gave." I immediately was like, "Just so you know," me and my brother both were like, "Just so you know, we are aware that you requested this, and this is a scam. Happy birthday! Here's your present." And then we ate crawfish, which they seasoned.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
very much. Ooh, we were cracking them apart, sucking the head, peeling and pulling that meat out. I know how to eat a craw shrimp.
I feel like some of this should be censored the way you're talking about this crawfish.
I'm so sensual
I'm
with
about
my
to start
crawfish.
jingling and drooling. I hope no girls call in.
I love seafood more than Cass does. All right, Cass, do you have any closing words for us?
No, I can't think of any.
Anything to plug? Anything cool that you're doing in the coming days, coming weeks?
I will be doing something in the near future.
Anywhere we can keep up with you until then?
I am on Instagram as Cass Alamod. Not a la mode. I have to tell many people there's a difference. I don't know. That's where I like to talk to people most.
And if people want to watch the spooky summer camp videos, where can they find them?
That would be on Vimeo under Trashy Films.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere where people can find Tear Your Heart Out, the movie?
It will be on Vimeo as well.
Vimeo? Okay, great. Well, Ned, do you have anything you'd like to promote?
The Stacks is back every other Sunday at Station Theater. The Sundays that we're not there's other podcasts.
Awesome. And one thing I'd like to promote is tomorrow night I will be at Grown Up Storytime as the host. It'll be at Rogers at 8 p.m., and this will be my 5th time hosting.
Wow.
So, you know I'm going to do it up.
The EGOT of local performance.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm up there
Oh,
with,
my God.
Whoopi. Whoopi has an EGOT. Mel Brooks?
I don't
There are like
know.
8 people who have...
Someone's double EGOTted recently.
Oh, my God.
I don't remember.
Look, guys, if you want to talk to us about EGOTs, you can call us at 713. Wait a minute, you can't call us now. The show's almost over. So next week you can call us at 713-526-8737.
But of course, you don't have to wait too long because you can call us on the Rager pager. That's 910. Hi, Rager.
Yeah, so please give us a call. Leave us a voicemail about your cool parties. Thank you so much for listening. And you know what? We're going to see you next week.